Mark.
I think we can all agree that there's a lot of like negative people out there. They could be either, at your school, your workplace, or even in your own home. And it could be the most brutal and the most harsh like negativity that you have to endure before you can even get home or even get into your own bedroom and try and get some sleep. But the way I deal with negative people is just simply doing one and two things. First is just dealing with myself. I always have that struggle of trying to figure out what the next story is going to be, what the next photo shoot's going to be, and the next film I'm going to make, or even a video tutorial like this one. And a lot of times, like when a lot of like negative people I come across, like they could either just say some really terrible things that brings me down, but a lot of times, like you know my struggle is always trying to get back on track of things. And again, when I focus more on myself, it's like just bringing out the better in me. And the better I get, the more positive I get. And with that positivity, I do exactly what the negative people do, is spreading it. So for me, like I get a lot of like compliments as well from a lot of people saying like, hey man, you're always so happy, you're traveling, you're eating good food and all that, and you're doing a lot of videos. And a lot of times it's like, I don't always share this, but when I do go home, I do go home with if not a bit of a stress, but with a lot of stress. And that's again being in an environment where there's a lot of negativity. And so for me, the way I again deal with it is just trying to get back in track and focus more on myself and what I need to do. And everyone else I came to terms with is that everybody's an adult, everybody's in charge of their own lives, and if this is what they choose to do with it, then so be it. But I need to better myself, because I believe bettering myself is gonna make the world a better place. And again, it could be through my stories and my scripts, or my photos, or my films, or even my tutorial videos. And that's why I always try my best to get as much of that into my life, to where I can be myself. I always say to people, you gotta mix the positive with the negatives, and that's how you're gonna get through the day. And it's not easy, but you know what? That's how it's done. At least for me, anyways. A lot of people have their ways of dealing with negative people. Sometimes they have that, saying of like, you gotta fight fire with fire, but a lot of times it's like it could just be adding more fire to create a bigger fire. And again, everybody is going to get affected by that. So it's just how you choose your own battles. And this is how I choose my battle, is staying positive and bettering myself, and also being surrounded by positive people. And I've been pretty happy ever since. I've done a lot more traveling now than I did ever in the past, and for me, I see that as a way of like, getting more ideas for stories, and also getting some wonderful pictures to look back to, and also some good films to also tell a story to. And to a lot of people, when they see all those posts of like where I go, where I eat, and all the exercising that I've done, it's like a lot of people were pretty inspired by that. And honestly, I never was intending on doing that. It was just me sharing like all the finer things in life, and that really made a huge impact on them. And that's something I want to continue on doing.